Today we're learning the saw, and it's kind of an unfortunate name for this exercise. You'll see why it's called that. But this is the Pilates name for it, so we're going to stick with it. What you're doing with this exercise, well, let me just show you. Your arms are up, your shoulders are relaxed, and you're turning on the axis of your spine, and you're sawing off your little toe with your little finger. 3 pulses. Up, turn and saw. 2, 3, and up, turn and saw. 2, 3. Now, let me tell you a little bit about this. First of all, you're probably not going to begin where I am right now, and that's okay. It's taken me a while to get here. And again, be patient. You're stretching these inner thigh muscles all the time, and these are big muscle groups. It's going to take some time to stretch these, but keep pushing yourself a little bit. Okay? Every time you do this, push those legs a little further apart. But you're probably going to begin comfortably, wherever that is for you, and it could be right here, okay? And it could be legs bent, and it could be you're not even sitting up very well, okay? And that's okay. So you're going to begin this with your arms up, and see if you can keep your fingers in the periphery of your vision. And let me tell you a little bit about this. If you stretch your arms straight out so that you don't see your fingers at all, just feel that a moment in your chest. And notice how you might feel a little pinching in your back, and that's exactly what's happening. When your arms are really out straight like this, it's actually closing off your lungs very slightly. That's why you see dancers bringing their arms forward a little bit, because it's actually opening up the chest, okay? Opening up the breathing, the lungs, okay? So keep those fingers in the periphery of your vision. And you're going to turn on the axis of your spine. You're going to pretend that there's a bar sunk right down the middle of your body and straight into the earth. And you're turning on the axis of that stationary bar. Okay? Just practice that, turning on the axis of your spine for a moment. Okay? And the final thing I want to mention to you is that word pulsing that I just used. What I mean by that is you're never going to be bouncing. You've probably heard how that's a bad thing to do, throwing your body to warm up or do any kind of exercise at all. Bouncing is a terrible idea. You're very susceptible to injury, to pulling a muscle. What I like to use is the term pulsing, because what you're going to do is you're going to control, it's not a bounce, but a pulse. In other words, it's a controlled movement all the time. There's no throwing of your limbs or your body anywhere, okay? You're reaching in a controlled manner, reaching, okay? So let's try this together. So your arms are up, fingers in the periphery of your vision, your shoulders are relaxed, you're turning on the axis of your spine, and you're going to pulse 3 times, sawing off that little toe with your little finger. I know it's a harsh image, but that's the one we have. So pulsing, 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 and then up, turn, and pulse, 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 and up. Now let me add one more thing here. What's that other arm doing? Okay. As you're reaching for your little toe with your little finger, you're reaching with your other arm straight back. So you're getting this nice oppositional stretch in your chest. Okay, really reaching with both arms. So we're going to reach, pulse, pulse, and up, turn, and pulse, pulse, pulse. Now, one more thing. I promise this is the last thing. If you're like me and you have some slight tears in your shoulder, in other words, if this is hurting at all to do this, then adjust it to a place where it's not hurting at all. Remember our cardinal rule, if it hurts, don't do it. In this case, it hurts me to do it the way I'm teaching you because of some tears in my shoulders. So I'm actually going to bring it out in front of my foot where it doesn't hurt anymore. Okay? I'm still getting the same stretching, I'm still working my core, but I'm not hurting myself, okay? 3, and up, turn and reach, 2, 3. You can bring your head as close to your knee as you can. 1, 2, 3, and up. Turn and reach. 2, 3, up. Turn and reach with both arms. 2, 3, up. Turn and reach. 2, 3. Last one. Turn and reach. 2, 3. And really reach with both arms. Great. I'll see you in the next video where we're going to learn swimming.